It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, man. You know,
huge
deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in mid-season. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler to Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. On paper, you'd give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Well, I think they have the mindset to get this sweep as long as they don't take this team lightly because they've already beaten them this season.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I like that side of the game." And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York, looking at who they've got. Thomas is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Moutier. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard position.
There's some unselfishness from LeBron there. He knows his responsibility is to get his teammates involved and into the game.
Now here's Moutier. Hardaway sets a screen for Moutier. They set the pick, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long-term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
And he knocks down the first one. There are a fair amount of explosive point guards in the league, and Moutier is right up there with the best of them. Brent, the way he can just blow by a guy and rise up is incredible for a guard his size.
Yeah, Moutier can cover a lot of space with just one dribble. So take up the ground that's being offered up to you by your defender. It's just tough to remain consistent with that kind of shot attempt night after night over the top of defender and with contact. We'll see as he progresses how that goes.
Now here's ball. From deep, James kept alive. Here's McGee from down in the low post. It goes.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Ntilikina, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the quickness of Ntilikina. I think that part of his game is underrated. He just has that quiet confidence about his abilities, and he has shown a little bit of explosiveness at getting to the rim.
That one goes in.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ingram dishes the ball. James a screen on Hardaway. McGee a screen. Ingram wide open. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Thomas a screen. Lets it go with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Well, if you're guarding Thomas, you have to account for that. His jumper is most consistent off the catch.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. He's looking for James and finds him. Basket counts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thomas a screen. Here's Moutier, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
A free throw good from Moutier.
It just feels like at this point the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector. He's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
Second free throw, no good. With Porzingis, he truly is the star the Knicks were waiting to draft.
Well, you might go all the way back to the draft when Patrick Ewing ended up putting on that New York Knicks ball cap. Maybe even Mark Jackson, who ended up as the Rookie of the Year as the 18th pick for the New York Knicks. They do have their centerpiece moving forward. Kristaps Porzingis is a very unique talent in the NBA. Really the pressure on now to build around that guy and get back to contending basketball in the Eastern Conference.
Feeds it to Hardaway. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Ingram. McGee a screen. Ingram dishes to McGee. Shoots over Cantor. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. What a tremendous comeback year for that young player.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
They set the screen to the paint, and James with the basket on the assist from Ingram.
Well, LeBron down there amongst the trees, carving out a little space and getting the 2.
And James was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
Hardaway with a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good. The Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Ingram kicks to Ball. To the inside. It's stolen by Moutier. The 3 from Thomas. New York, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, LeBron makes a million decisions a moment out there on the floor. That time, another good one.
Knicks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Thomas kicks to Cantor. On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. 6 to shoot. Back to Hardaway. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Knicks.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Ball, the pass to McGee, and stolen by Thomas. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by James. Los Angeles leading by 3, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Over Thomas. They grab their own miss. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
One shot.
That's good from McGee. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Ntilikina. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah.
And this is something Ntilikina does remarkably well. I mean, he's a beast in that pick and roll and just has a knack for knowing where to go after he comes off the screen.
Now, here's ball. McGee sets the pick for ball over Moutier. A second chance effort. McGee's shot is off.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Free throw good, Thomas.
What you got to like about Lance Thomas is that he's worked as hard for his career as anyone in the league after going undrafted.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Lee comes in for Ntilikina. And Trey Burke subbed in for Moutier. He's perfect from the line this time. Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin. Positionless.
Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing by New York here. Lee outside. Second chance shot stolen by Zubac. Now the Lakers on the break. Ball's running. It's blocked. Burke with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. Lee kicks to Hardaway. A three-pointer is right on target.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Now here's Ball. 8 points his last outing. Kicks it to LeBron. Over Hardaway. And again, it's LeBron James. LeBron's got 10 points.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Burke kicks to Thomas. Courtney Lee is on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Burke dishes to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Knicks trail by 3. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Knicks. Hezonja comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Lakers on D. Burke kicks to Hezonja. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Hart. Here's the screen. Stevenson, a screen on Lee. Rondo passes to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma can't get it to go. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Hezonja, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Kuzma. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana. Rondo drives in. Got a hand on it. One-on-one here. Here's Vonleh. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Rondo kicks to Zubac. Stevenson with a clean look. It's good from about 19 feet. New York trailing. And here is Burke, looking for his first basket still in this one. Picked by Lee. The dish to Burke. The three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. LA's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Zubac the pass to Stevenson. A rebound by Hazanya. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Indiana Pacers.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Here's Zubac. The Knicks making the shot. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his first points of the game. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Here's Hazanya. 11 points for him in that last game against the Utah Jazz.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
The pass to Kuzma. Passes to Hart. Zubac kicks to Stevenson. Back to Zubac. Here's Hart, covered by Lee. Hart, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Burke dishes to Vonleh. Back to Burke. Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. And Los Angeles guys shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. And Stevenson kicks to Rondo. Floats one up. No good on that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New York ahead, up by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they could take advantage of that moving forward.
They've got Rajon Rondo. Ivica Zubac is out there with Hart. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. One, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And two, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Rondo. Dishes it to Cantor. Burke kicks to Hezonja. But they'll get another chance. Lee passes to Cantor. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Cantor's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks. Pass to Kuzma. Down low. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Burke.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. We've seen the shift in offensive strategy. Brent, more threes, more spacing, better flow, opening up driving lanes and opportunities to make at least one quick move to the basket. What have defenses been doing on the other side trying to counteract those trends?
I think the biggest trend that you see, Kevin, is the switching defenses. So many rosters now constructed of guys who have the ability to get off of a screen and to pick up a perimeter player. And that's not for 24 seconds, but 5 or 6 seconds being able to contain dribble penetration and challenge deep threes. So the switching aspect of NBA defense, that is a trend.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-point attempt by Lance Stevenson. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Ntilikina. He has 6. The wide open look here for Vonleh. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Vonleh's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Whoa!
Wow. Good look out. Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. To the left side wing. Now here's Mudiay. He's guarded closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron James on the wing. Fires from the corner. And again, LeBron missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Mudiay kicks to Vonleh, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
If there's a skill set you like your point guard to have, that's exceptional court vision. Mudiay shows it off there with that assist.
Outside Rondo to the paint. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. It's deflected. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Hezonja. He kicks it to Cantor. Inside. Shot clock at 5. And he makes that one. Hezonja's got 11 points.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking. And he's got the green light.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Hart. They set the pick. He feeds it to James. Baseline J on the way. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Just wonder how the confidence of the team gets established when LeBron James gets off to a start like this.
The feed now to Moutier. Out to the right wing. Vonleh dishes to Moutier. The Lakers with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to go that far because I think it's a case of two teams on very different levels. And once they got into that big deficit, there's no way they were getting back into it.
Here's Cantor following the basket by LeBron James. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Cantor. Tipped away. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rondo passes to McGee. In the corner, it's Stevenson. McGee sets the pick for Rondo. LeBron left side. LeBron with another miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Ntilikina, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well, and if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
First free throw is good.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
That one is no good. In a draft stacked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Ball kicks to James. Here's McGee, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Hardaway from outside, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
And stolen by Thomas. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he gets the bucket. 18 points for LeBron.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Here's Ntilikina. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim. An explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to Utah.
Just didn't like the energy level in that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
Well, they made a few shots, Reg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Here's Thomas. The shot will not fall. James with some nice D. Down low, here's McGee. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Good work there as it goes. Ball's got his first points in this one.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Thomas against LeBron. Hardaway dishes to Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James.
Lance Thomas plays the game between the ears, so he caught his defender right there out of position.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good, Thomas. Brent, you have 2 championship rings. Some guys would kill for 1. Talk about a season where you thought you would capture a title, but for some reason it just wasn't meant to be.
It's interesting, after the 2005 championship in San Antonio, coming back in 2006, I thought we were destined to get the job done that very next year. And it's funny how slight the difference is between a championship season and just a contending season, Kevin. An injury, a bounce, a foul, a free throw. It makes you appreciate the fragility of what a championship season is all about.
Well said. Now here's Caldwell Pope, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Ball, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Burke's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And it's Thomas at the elbow. Outside Hardaway. Thomas sets a screen for Hardaway. Back to Thomas. Shoots over McGee. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Ball kicks to Ingram. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kuzma.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
1:56 left in the first half. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a look here at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Ball. McGee sets the pick for Ball. Over Burke. Here's McGee, and the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now here's Burke, guarded by McGee, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And you gotta like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
The Knicks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. And the free throw, no good. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
A moment now to see the stats for Hardaway. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 14 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
I'm trying to extend the possession so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
And he makes the first. And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A two-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often. Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Ingram passes to Zubac. From 13, and it's Ingram missing. The Knicks leading by 5. Now Burke. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Caldwell Pope against Lee. Off target at the rim.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
Now here's Burke. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Burke. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Caldwell Pope with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. They set the pick. He dishes it to Ingram. From deep. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Knicks lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, they were really in attack mode. The most telling stat is how many times they got to the free throw line. They weren't all afraid to get their hand and get those elbows dirty. You know I'm a specialist when it comes to the elbows, Ernie.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
And now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. The Knicks leading by 7. And New York looking at who they've got. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Moutier. And it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard. Now here's Moutier. Pass to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Shoots over Ingram, and Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. Not going to go that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Caldwell Pope dishes the ball. In the corner, it's James. And he's good on the 3 ball. James has got 21.
How about that? LeBron continuing to find his 3-point game. That time looked good. Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems, both on and off the floor.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by New York. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Well, you look at Ntilikina, deadly on the stripe, someone you do not want to foul.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
Brent, for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball. Oh. Did you see LeBron just shrug off that contact there? It's like nothing even hit him.
Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
I just don't ever want to take for granted the fact that LeBron James is simply one of the greatest basketball players that's ever played the game. Am I overstepping it? Not at all. He is just as complete as it gets.
Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Hardaway. Over LeBron. LeBron with the block.
Wow. LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
McGee a screen. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope, and McGee kicks the ball. LeBron outside, takes the 3, nailed from 3-point land. LeBron's got a pair of 3s now here in the thirds for Los Angeles. And when it's all said and done, Brent, do you think LeBron James goes down as the most versatile player in NBA history?
There's no doubt about it, Kevin. If you talk about a player that had the consistent dominance that LeBron James had in every facet of the game, from the moment he stepped into the NBA, it's been a remarkable run for him. And when he steps between those sidelines, there's really nothing that he cannot do.
Lakers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Ball. The Knicks also changing it up. Vonleh comes in for Thomas. And Mario Hezonja subbed in for Hardaway. That one drops. He ties it up.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
The shot's good from Ntilikina. Ntilikina's got 11 points.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Now with Caldwell-Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Hard, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Azania. He's got 12. Kicks it to Moutier. Tries again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Rondo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Stevenson dishes to McGee. James. The rebound by Azania. Azania's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Moutier kicks to Cantor. Azania, the pass to Cantor. Here's Azania, guarded by McGee. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Stevenson. The drive by James. Count that one.
Nothing they can do there. LeBron's such a force. He gets that shot up pretty quick that time.
And Brett, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
For New York, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. The pass to Azania. And finish off by Hezonja.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Stevenson outside. In the corner, it's James. Stevenson outside. And again, it's the Lakers. And here's Moutier. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. There's a screen by Cantor. Now, here's Moutier. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Vonleh. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's James missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Enes Kanter. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 15th in rebounding, And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. And that one falls for Ntilikina. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Burke, he's checked in for Moutier. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Stevenson. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now Burke, 6 points for him, and Vonleh has it in the corner. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
Los Angeles has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Outside Rondo. The dish to James. That's tipped. Burke with it. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Ntilikina. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
And he is starting to warm up. Ntilikina has a ton of tools in his arsenal. He can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
LeBron drives in. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
He's off on the first.
I think about LeBron James, and it's not about the job, it's how you do the job. And he's been a professional every season that he's been in the association.
And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Azania. Zubac defending. Burke kicks to Lee. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Kuzma. 6 points for him. On the wing, James. And that's good for 2. James has got 15 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Vonleh dishes to Burke. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Burke, the pass to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Now, one of the things that Lee does fairly well is the change of speed, so tough for the defense to get timing on him.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Lee. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot by Vonleh, no good. Lakers trail by 5. And stolen by Vonleh. And now the Knicks on the break. Back to Lee. The 3. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's got no problem shooting off the pass, trusting his teammates will get it to him.
Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Burke. 6 points for him. And here's Vonleh. Burke can't get it to go. Now LeBron. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, an aggressive move right there to the basket. That's where he does some of his best work and chops into the lead.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. From outside, off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Kuzma. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now just a 4-point New York lead.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. Caldwell Pope comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Knicks also changing it up. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Hardaway is subbed in for Mario Hezonja. Lee against Caldwell Pope. Lee dishes to Thomas. From the baseline. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. And it's Ball in the corner. The 3-pointer, no good.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Nice break, the Lakers.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. Two sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles Lakers. Strange to see such a talented player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency. Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. And hammering down the two-hand slam. There's the screen. Ball with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
And another shot. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's in there. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 5-point game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Here's the screen. Ball with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And we'll be right back after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing small forward. Then it's Ball. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Thomas goes in. Back to Lee. Passes it to Thomas. New York moving the ball around. Here's Hardaway. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Kuzma. Dishes it to Ball. Lee with the steal. Here's Hardaway.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Hardaway hits them both.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
They set the screen. Kuzma passes to Ingram. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Now here's Moutier. He kicks it to Hardaway. Lee, a screen on Caldwell Pope. The feed to Cantor. Shoots over McGee. A rebound by the Lakers.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
He in the posts. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
And no doubt The release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Here's Lee, and Thomas has it in the corner. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. Lakers trail by 3. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Ball to tie it up. The offensive rebound. Here's Kuzma. Here's McGee. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Thomas goes in, and Thomas with the stuff.
Love it when Thomas is aggressive, and that one he takes all the way to the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Ball kicks to McGee. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
That's a spot where Thomas has always had success getting it done from the mid-range.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. There's the pick. Feeds the ball. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. Pass the ball. Here's Kuzma. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Outside Hardaway. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
Hardaway no good on the free throw line. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Whoop shots.
And he makes the first. Hardaway hits them both. Lakers trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
From deep, James. The Knicks pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fast break, the Lakers. LeBron is running. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. Right side Hardaway. Ntilikina. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Lakers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Caldwell Pope dishes the ball. Kicks it to James. Over Cantor. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Knicks leading by 9. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Floats it up for James. Stolen by Thomas. And a fast break now for New York. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. The 3 from Thomas. New York, no good that time either.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
New York calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Ball. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's the summary of what Jeff Hornacek went over with his guys during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
That one falls. LeBron's got 39.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
To the wing on the left. Ingram with the steal. And here they go. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, LeBron with the whip pass there, good at surveying the court and spotting the open teammate.
The pass to Moutier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brandon Ingram, the 2nd overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft. And he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
Rondo kicks to James. And there it is for him. James has got 41.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
Cantor in the corner. Stolen by McGee. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rondo to tie it up. LeBron, no luck.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
The dish now to Moutier. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Cantor. Thomas against McGee. Poked away and stolen by James. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one misses.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
Right side, Thomas. Pass to Cannon. It's deflected. Stolen by McGee. Here's Rondo. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Lakers lead by 1.
He always had great instincts defensively. Rondo using that length there to come up with the steal.
Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. It's Ingram on the wing. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. McGee with the block. And here is Ingram. Deflects the pass. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Ball's checked in for the Lakers. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Thomas. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. There's a good screen. Back to Caldwell Pope. Dishes the ball. Here's LeBron. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 43 points.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands. So capable in those moments.
Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on McGee. Hardaway passes to Thomas. Back to Hardaway. There's the feed to Moutier. 4 on the clock. New York, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 4. The putback, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Hardaway. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
McGee sets the pick for LeBron. Off the pick, and the layup good by McGee. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Moutier kicks to Thomas. There's the pick. New York moving it around. Cantor banked in off the glass.
Known as a coachable guy with a very positive attitude, Cantor has to be feeling good on that shot.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for ball. McGee a screen. And that one's good. James has got 45 points.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Ntilikina.
Oh, a beautiful finish there. Lance Thomas, unselfish, and understands his role on that play.
McGee sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. They set the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The Knicks making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now, Moutier. He kicks to Hardaway. Thomas is screen on LeBron. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that replay is sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And at 6'6" ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Moutier dishes to Thomas. Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, a solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 16 seconds left in the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Azania. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Ball with it. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.